Hey Sagittarius, what's going on everybody? It's Am from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your June 2022 tarot reading. How are you guys? I hope you guys are well. I'm going to go ahead and start off today's reading with your recent past, and then we'll dive into the rest of the energies that we have here for June 2022. So what information can you give me here for Sagittarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding their recent past. Let's go ahead and check it out, baby. Ooh, we got a bunch of cards flipping over here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Thank you very much. All right, let's see what we have. First card out, we do have here the Two of Wands. Not too bad. Moving on to the next card for you, we do have here the Five of Swords. And then looking at the last card for your recent past, we have here the King of Pentacles. So having a look here at this energy, Two of Wands, Five of Swords, King of Pentacles. You definitely went in between stages of abundance, because it feels to me like there was definitely a point in time where you were crystal clear abundant, but something changed within that aspect. And with the Two of Wands coming to play here, it feels to me like it was very difficult for you to continue to see the good in something that was turning not so good at all. Does that make sense? It's like, for example, there was a relationship, right? You and this person were on such a great path. You and this person were so stable. You were so healthy. You were so lovely together. Then the person you were dealing with became bitter. And the more and more bitter they morphed into, the more and more bitter they became over time, the more and more it was harder for you to see the positive things that the two of you have shared when you started becoming incredibly overwhelmed with the bitterness and negativity that the person was bringing to the table. So a situation that was very, very abundant started to become very, very sour is what I'm picking up on here in your recent past. Now, do keep in mind, it didn't have to be a relationship. It could have been a job, you know? You could have had a job that was really wonderful. Maybe you guys got put under new management and your new managers were dicks. You know, maybe you got put under new management and they started treating their employees like crap. You know, this could be that type of energy. So there was a good thing, and that good thing started to morph into something quite ugly. And it got to the point where it's like, I cannot see the goodness anymore. There's a thin line between what the goodness was, because it's not really there anymore. Remember how I said was is past tense. The goodness was there, but now all that I'm seeing is the ugly. And that's not something that you feel like being a part of anymore. So with that Two of Wands here paired with that Five of Swords, it's like I can't continue to fight for something that was once good when unfortunately it's becoming rather sour. So looking at the recent past here, something has been soured. All right, let's have a look here at the current energies for you regarding June 2022. What are going to be the current energies here for Sagittarius based upon this situation? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus during June 2022. Having a look at the first card out, we do have here the Strength card. Moving on to the second card for you guys, we do have here the Ten of Wands. And then lastly for you, Sagittarius, what do we got? And we have here the Tower. Oh yeah. I do see you guys getting quite fed up over here. You know, you have here the Strength card, which is the card of like trying to keep it all together. I think the Strength card is that energy of like trying to convince yourself or talk yourself into the fact that like everything's fine. You know, me and this person shared good moments. You know, they're just in a bad mood lately, or they're having a bad temper lately, and it's okay. Like things are gonna get better. It's like you kept on trying to tell yourself that this situation would go back to the King of Pentacles. It would go back to abundance and happiness, but the more you would try to tell yourself that, the more you were seeing the reality of the situation. You know, you do have here the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is like, I'm making excuses, and these excuses are starting to add up to the point where I have to recognize that there's a difference between the excuses and the hopes that I'm trying to give and trying to have versus what reality really is. Because this is the reality, Five of Swords. You know, something that's become sour. So I think that in June 2022, you know, you come to that full-blown aha moment with the Tower card where it's like, I need to do something about this. It's not all sunshine and rainbows anymore with this person or with this job or with anything that you have going on. It's turned into a situation that's really, really unfortunate, where I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the way that I'm being treated, and it's not fair as well with the way that you're being treated here too, Sagittarius. So, you know, you're really getting to that breaking point here coming right into the month of June where it's like, I have to do something about it. And what you're going to do about it most likely is put the situation to an end. You know, you do have here the Tower. The Tower card is not only a card of awakening and a card of realization, but it's also a card too of knowing when it's time to let go of a situation that just doesn't value you or serve you enough in your life anymore, so that you can make space for something new and something wonderful to step into your life. So this is about making space here for something new, because it's time for that, right? Let's go ahead and have a look here at any sort of challenges you guys may be facing coming into the month of June, please. All right, what are going to be the challenges here for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus moving into June 2022. All right, first card out, we do have here the Page of Wands. Moving on to the next card for you, we do have here the Magician. And then lastly for you, Sagittarius, is going to be the Empress card, Libra energy. Okay, so we do have here the Page of Wands, the Magician, and the Empress. Also with the Magician energy, you could be dealing with a Virgo potentially, okay? Or a Scorpio with that Tower. So we have here Page of Wands, Magician, and Empress. Looking at the challenge here for you guys, the challenge is growth, I feel. I think that the sense of growth that we're talking about is being able to be vulnerable with someone new or being able to jump into another situation without letting this previous situation affect you. You know, if we're talking about relationships here, it's going to be hard for you to move into a new relationship and not be fearful of it turning sour like your previous relationship has. You know, if you're moving to a new job, it's going to be kind of hard not to be fearful that your management isn't going to be so kind, you know? It's really, really difficult sometimes to go through something rough and then to really just hope it doesn't come again or occur again in your future. So with the Page of Wands here to the Magician, it's like, I want to show up for new things in my life. I want to invest myself in new things, but I'm kind of nervous over here with the Empress card that the same cycle I've been through is going to repeat. What I want is growth. What I want is what I deserve. What I want is what is equivalent to me, right? Because I acknowledge that I'm a good person. I acknowledge that I deserve the best. And I just don't want to be put in a situation where somebody doesn't see that anymore or where somebody changes and isn't giving me what I'm worthy of. So you're definitely in a space where you can acknowledge your value, but it's like you're scared you're going to come across a situation again that doesn't value you. All right, so keep in mind, fear is a very natural response, right? Especially after going through situations that are incredibly rough. I think we're all entitled to being fearful of cycles repeating and history repeating itself in general. But if you don't jump into these new cycles with like a clear mind, you know, you're not going to give the new situation the benefit of the doubt, right? For example, let's say we're talking about love. If you find somebody new that you connect with romantically, and you don't give them a clean slate to show you who they truly are and how they really feel about you and how they're going to treat you, you're going to give your past experiences and basically project that onto a new person. You know, same thing when it comes towards getting into a new job, right? If you are going to go into this new job thinking that anybody that's a manager or anybody that's of a higher position of you is going to treat you like crap, you're going to go into that job really on the defense, you know? You may be in a situation where you might actually have like a person who's higher up than you trying to help you out. And because you're so used to having to defend yourself, you may take that as that individual attacking you when they're just trying to help you learn and adjust and adapt to the new job that you have, right? So it's very crucial and very important to jump into new things with a clean slate. Don't bring your past into the present. Don't bring your fears of the past into the present. Don't have any sort of judgments, right? Go into something with an open mind and let it show you what it is and how it's going to be. Okay, so I think that seems to be the challenge over here. The challenge is like allowing yourself to shift into something new without any sort of fear, without any sort of defense energies, with just rolling with it and letting it show you what it truly is and how it truly is, okay? Let's go ahead and have a look here and see what it is you'll be dealing with moving throughout June 2022. What are my Saggies going to be dealing with here? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, moving throughout June 2022. First card out, we do have here the Three of Cups. Hello, that's a great thing to be dealing with right there. There's some joy coming in here for you. Moving on to the next card, we got here the Six of Swords. And then lastly for you, we do got here the Lovers. Okay, so Sagittarius, let's go ahead and talk about this one real quick. Now, if you are a Sagittarius dealing with relationships or love or romance, there is a chance you could be meeting somebody really cool here, somebody that you actually enjoy spending time with. I do feel like this is a person who's very positive. It's a person who's very outgoing. I feel like it's hard to be more outgoing than a Sagittarius, but believe it or not, you might actually end up meeting somebody here who's more outgoing than you. So maybe you're meeting another Sag or somebody who has like really dominant fire sign placements, but I do sense a very outgoing person. They like to have a lot of fun. They like to eat out a lot too. Maybe they're not good at cooking. You might be the cooker in the relationship, or the chef here is what I'm seeing, Sagittarius. They might not like to cook. They may like to go out for restaurants and to eat dinners and stuff like that. But regardless, Three of Cups here, Six of Swords, Lovers. I do sense that if you're dealing with somebody new romantically this month, you're really going to enjoy the time that you're spending with this individual. Okay, so I think that regardless of the challenge being worrying about, you know, your past repeating and history repeating itself. I think coming into June, you're still going to let go here and let yourself enjoy something new. Remember, that's what the Tower is all about. Remember when I said your current energies for the month of June is having to know when to let go of a situation that doesn't serve you? Well, it's also about having to know when to let go of the past and jump into something new with no expectations. So I see you guys adjusting here well. You know, whether this is a new relationship or a new partner you meet, whether this is a new job that you invest yourself into, whatever new thing you get caught up in here coming into June 2022, I feel like you're going to be enjoying yourself from the get-go. Right out the gate, you're going to be enjoying the situation, okay? It's going to be something that you feel connected to, something that feels right, and something that you can genuinely see some longevity with here with that Six of Swords. So that's relatively good news, and I'm super happy to hear that for you guys. Let's go ahead and see where things will be going for you, all right? Where are things going to be going here for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout June 2022. Where are things going to be going? First card out, we do have here the Nine of Pentacles. Very cool. Moving on to the next card, we got the Two of Pentacles. And then lastly for you guys, we have here the Ten of Swords. So based upon where things are going, I actually do think this is relatively positive as well, because with the Nine of Pentacles here, followed up with the Two of Pentacles, this is the realization here of like, I need to be more confident in my future, and I need to put more confidence into this new situation. Whether you got a new boo, a new job, or you're investing yourself in a new journey in your life, you're saying to yourself here, I have to be positive that this is going to work out. I have to be positive that this is going to be a good experience. Nine of Pentacles says, it's time to put my confidence in this thing and, you know, realize that it could turn out being something pretty wonderful. I can't keep going back and forth here with the Two of Pentacles, wondering if my history is going to repeat or not. So this is you saying, I got to stop psyching myself out, all right? That's what it really comes down to. Nine of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles, I got to stop psyching myself out. It's time to be positive here and to just enjoy the experience that I'm having at hand. And with the Ten of Swords, that's what you're ending over here. You're ending the fears, you're ending the worries, you're ending the what ifs and saying, I just need to enjoy myself and have one hell of a ride here this month, okay? So Sagittarius, coming into June 2022, you know, after you've just gone through a situation in your recent past, that was a situation that was very abundant, that turned sour, you know, it can make anybody worried that any future abundant situations can turn sour just like that. And the truth is because they can. Anything can go from being great to being crazy or horrible in just an instance. You know, that's the world we live in. Things can change very, very quickly. But it shouldn't deter you from still trying to enjoy yourself. It shouldn't deter you from still enjoying abundance that heads your way in the future, right? And I think that that's going to be the overall vibe you guys end up getting into. It's like, I got to have fun. I got to let myself enjoy this. I got to let myself enjoy these new beginnings. I got to ease on into them. And I have to come in with no expectations and see how it works out for me. And how it is working out for you coming into June is it's looking like an absolutely fantastic time. It's looking like something that promises a lot of longevity. It's something you're very connected to. It's something that you have a very great time with. You're really going to enjoy either the time you spend with somebody new here, the new job that you apply to. Maybe you're going to be enjoying the new path that you're setting foot on, whatever the case may be. New beginnings here seem like very positive beginnings for you guys in the month of June. So whatever you walked away from in the recent past, that is no longer going to matter to you. It's all about what you're walking towards here in the month of June. That's going to be very enjoyable for you. So just know that this new path you're setting foot on is going to be a path that you actually care about, a path you feel connected to, a path you enjoy, and a path that I actually see you making a future out of. So relatively so far, very positive news here for June, all right? And like I said, the only challenge that I see coming up is that challenge of like psyching yourself out. Like, oh my God, what if this situation's turned sour like the situation I went through in my past? You know, those worries and fears are the only challenges and struggles and things that are standing in the way of you enjoying your new beginning here. So let yourself enjoy it, right, Sagittarius, coming into this month. Let's have a look here at the overall outcome. What is gonna be the overall outcome here for Team Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout June 2022. What is going to be the overall outcome here for Sag? And what do we have? We have here the Ten of Pentacles. I love that for you, man. That is the ultimate stability. Dude, wherever you guys are heading, it was a blessing that last situation you were a part of in your recent past came to an ending, okay? This is why I'm very much so a firm believer in the fact that everything happens for a reason, because anytime something in your life no longer serves you, the universe will get you into a position where it's time for that thing to end, and once it ends, you get guided towards your next best thing. And that's where you're ending up here with the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is like, okay, I'm very happy where I'm at. It's very stable. It's very comfortable. I feel good emotionally. I can smile about this. I'm in a good place, you know? So whatever happened in your recent past here, as unfortunate as it is, as unfortunate as it was to lose something you cared about, and you did fight for it pretty hard, you know, it's always time to let go eventually. And when you do let go, you always get guided somewhere better. You know, I'm a firm believer here that the universe always has upgrades in store for us. You know, we may not see those endings in that moment as an upgrade that's on its way. We may feel like the universe is against us or we're going through something really difficult, and it probably was really difficult, right? But it was just an upgrade making its way to you. And your life here seems to be getting upgraded indeed, you know? So, hey, man, whether it's a new job with great management and great pay, that's an awesome upgrade. Whether it's a new person in your love life who treats you fantastic in comparison to what you just went through, that's a fucking awesome upgrade too. Whether it's a new path you guys are walking on or a new business that you're starting for yourselves, or whether it's about surrounding yourself with new types of friendships, especially if you were dealing with a bunch of sour friends in the past, it's like this new path you're walking on is going to reveal to you that it's good for you. It cares about you. It wants to be a part of your life. And you're not going to be seeing that sour energy. Instead, it's going to be quite sweet here for you. Okay? All right, Saggy. I love this for you. You guys are walking towards a wonderful new path. Like I mentioned, everything works out for a reason. And you are going to see a total upgrade. Okay? All right, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. I know it wasn't a super detailed reading, or there wasn't tons of information coming up here for you, but I can definitely tell you that in a certain area of your life, there's going to be a wonderful upgrade here for this month for you, and it's going to be a pretty fantastic time. So I appreciate you tuning in. If it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Much love, Sag, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.